Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also please give your valuable comments. You can also visit the playlist. In the playlist, I have provided almost all the topics in a very systematic order and you can definitely make use of it. Uh, my dear friends, we have been discussing about adolescence care in Ayurveda. In the last class, we have seen a unique concept of a difference between Vivaha and the Garbhadana and its understanding in the present day scenario. And we have also understood uh, the knowledge of our ancient people regarding handling of adolescence by early engaging a partner to male or female. So today we will have another important part, that is Upanayana Samskara and the role of this Upanayana Samskara and adolescence education. Now, adolescence care also includes adolescence nutrition, adolescence education, adolescence problem handling, adolescence psychology, etc. Many things are there. So now we shall today discuss about the role of Upanayana Samskara, one of the Shodasha Samskara that is mentioned in Ayurveda, in the management of adolescence care, especially adolescence education, because uh, adolescence period also coincide with the peak period of our education, very important period of our professional education, isn't it? After 12 years, that means once you complete what you say the 8th or ninth standard, or when you come to the 10th standard, maybe at 15 or 16 years, that's the peak of your adolescence period, and also it is a very crucial period in educational life also, isn't it? So you will going to select one particular profession and you will going to select the branch, and you want to, or you decide to continue your education in that particular specialty. So this is a very sensitive time and which coincide with the peak period of adolescence. So this being the case, managing the adolescence period, which is very potential, filled with the curiosity, experimentation, energy, power, aggression, so using all these qualities in a right way for the completion of the education rather than the other antisocial things is also a big challenge, and that actually shape the adolescence period and also the shape the whole life of the student. So this being the case, Upanayana Samskara has been mentioned, and today we will see what are the benefits of Upanayana Samskara in handling adolescence periods. Now, classics says that Upanayana Samskara, it is purely a religious procedure which should be done at the 8th year, 10th year, or 12th year of life. Of course, for the Brahmins, it is told that it should be done on the 8th year. For the Kshatriyas, it is 10th year, and for the Vaishyas, it is in 12th year. Like that, the different classics, they mention the different age group. Now, to be frank, this Upanayana Samskara is nothing but this is the preparation for the future adolescence. Now, 8th year, if you take a 10th year or 12th year, so this is the pre-adolescence period, basically 12th year, etc. in case of boys, maybe slightly earlier in case of females, and this is the pre-pubescent period or beginning of the pubescent period or adolescence period, and this should be considered as a preparation for the future adolescence period, Upanayana Samskara. How? Now, actually, in Upanayana Samskara, child will be taught with certain moral responsibility. Okay, if you go into the hymns or mantras related to the Upanayana Samskara in the classics and Vedas, etc., we've come to know that Upanayana Samskara is a procedure where child was made understood regarding the responsibilities, moral responsibilities, personal responsibilities, and also the social responsibility, and how to avoid the antisocial behavior, how to use your energy in right way for the fulfillment of your ambitions. So that is, this meaning is there in that hymns which are related to Upanayana Samskara. Now, child will be sent to ashrama. If you are talking about the olden system, Indian system, a child will be sent to the ashrama for the education. If he is a Brahmin, he was sent at the age of 7 years, and if it is a 10th year, Kshatriyas, and 12th year for the Vaishyas. This also depends, because Brahmins, if he is a Brahmin, mostly he will be involved in Vedic literature and studying of the Vedas, etc. And Whereas if Kshatriya, he needs some more power because he will be educated in the war skill and so many other administrative skills. And Vaishyas, he need to be very very calculative because the business minded is it's the business education, and therefore maybe in that sense they have extended this period. So child will be anyway sent to the ashram for education. Completely he will focus on his career under the guidance of the guru. So there is no touch of the parents at all. Once the parents send the child to the ashram, he will be under the custody of the guru for the next so many years, and it is only the guru who will going to shape him and not the parents. Now it's very right thing they did, because usually in the adolescence period what actually happens in the home environment is there will be so many clash between the adolescence mindset of the children and a matured mindset of the parents. Parents still think that he is my kid, a small kid, and keep on advising him, which will not match with the adolescent's mindset. And as a result, many times passive aggression or aggression will be shown by the adolescents, boy or girl, and that leads to so many clashes in the family and interpersonal relationship also. Okay, so both will be misunderstand the things. Okay, the adolescent boy or girl will misunderstand his parents, that they keep on advising, they are thinking that I am a small child and it is insulting me, it is insulting to me. Similarly, parents think that, oh, now only he is started overriding me, he is not listening to my words. So like this, both of them are not in a position to come out of their mindset. Both are right in their own way, but they need to change, they need to understand the change. Okay, it's the adolescence period, it's a change happening, they fail to appreciate it. So one of the best solution for that is you send the child out of the home under the custody of a guru for the study purpose. Now guru is totally a third person to him, and definitely he will listen to him. Okay, and guru even know how to handle that adolescence period. Now student also got the option to select the guru. When he goes there, he has got to select the guru. When I say he has got the option to select the guru, he has got the option to select the branch what he wants. Okay, guru who is expert in Vedic literature and all, so he will teach the Vedas. He is important. There are 64 kalas are there. Whatever the vidya he want to, education he want to achieve in future life, so that particular guru, expert of that particular field, that guru he can select. So that means he has got the option of selecting his own favorite branch, whatever he wants. Okay, and also vice versa. And teacher and guru both have got their choices. So one teacher can reject one particular shishya also. One shishya also can reject one particular guru if you don't want him. Now, in ashrama type of teaching, when we ashrama, the learning the skills along with his friends and a very conducive environment, autonomy is there and scope for the experimentation is there. Now see, we will discuss about the present day educational system and its advantages and disadvantages later, but presently now we are only focusing on the ashrama system of education. That's entirely a different type. Okay, experiment based education was given. Practical education will be given more rather than the classroom education. Now, so there, so many friends will be there. So everybody's aim is same, isn't it? So nowadays, what happens? You come back to home. When you come back to the home, it's a different environment. In the school, it is a different environment. Okay. So what happens is when he come back to home, his intentions and focus will be get disturbed, because home in the home environment it's completely different one. Okay, but in ashrama variety, where ashrama type, where so he will be there 24 hours, 365 days, 360 days with in between such people who is only focusing on the study, only focusing on the study. Okay, a different, there is a chance of experimentation, etc. So learning the skills along with the friends is different from learning the skills along with the parents. Okay, okay, and a very conducive environment will be there. Autonomy is given. Okay, in ashrama system of education, autonomy is given. So you can you can do whatever you want. Nowadays, what we call a project, research, and all those things. So that the student will be given a free hand. Okay, so these are the resources available. You go and do whatever you want. So this type of freedom, autonomy was there, and scope for the experimentation is also there nowadays. Nowadays, the things are restricted. You have got a classroom, you have got a timing and all those things. So whatever you want to do, you have to do within that limit. So this was not there in ashrama system. 24 hours you can work on that. So one point. Number two is away from the home. That's a very important thing. Alpahare grihatyaga vidyarthi panchalakshana. Grihatyaga is very important. Okay, it's one of the qualities of the student also. Okay, I think you might have been knowing this shloka, Subhashita mostly. Kakacheshtam pakadhyanam shwananidhram tatogataha alpaharam grihatyagi. So grihatyaga, that means away from the home. As I told earlier, there is no friction between the parental thoughts and the adolescent's thoughts. And there is one important thing you see. This is a period actually, adolescence period is a period where actually the student or the kids, so they develop a negative feeling towards the parents, because they also start now thinking, and they somewhere they come to know the fact that no, my father don't know anything, he don't know having practical knowledge nowadays, especially like mobile and all now. Okay, nowadays generation, the present generation is very expert in mobile handling and this social media handling, mobile handling and laptops and all. So compared to them, the previous generation of father and mother, so definitely they are not expertise in that. So this is one example I'm giving. Similarly, in every aspect, adolescent boy or girl, they get a feeling that my father don't know anything. I know more than him. Okay, he is ignorant about that. So this type of feeling usually adolescents boy and girl going to get at one point of time. Now, if they are away from the home during this period, there is no a negative thought creation regarding parents. Okay, their respect towards the parents, which was there in the pre-adolescence period, was kept as it is, as during the adolescence period. So they are away from the home. They are away from the home. This is number one. Number two, it's completely prevent the friction between the adolescent's thought and parental thought. Okay, so there is no friction. Everywhere there is peace and compassion. Now, strict supervision of the teacher. Now, when you go to the ashrama teaching, a strict supervision will be there by the teachers, and teachers are very friendly because they will be always there with them, isn't it? So they are 24 hours. They will be there with the students. So naturally they become cooperative and also friendly, but they are very strict rather. Away from the opposite sex. Now this is very important. Nowadays we are planning towards the co-education and all. Educational system is co-education. It may be having its own benefit, but in ashrama system, what is that? Boys and girls, they have different ashramas, not in the same ashramas. Okay, so now girl education is also there in the ashrama time also, ashrama education also, but a separate system will be there. So one is away from the opposite sex, okay, and the decrease the incidence of adolescent sexual crimes. A very important thing. Nowadays we are witnessing the good or bad effect of the co-education. What is happening in the pre-universities, what is happening in the universities, what is happening. So they are unduly wasting they are wasting their time behind this opposite sex, love and all those things. And sometimes it reaches the peak, especially in this generation in this era of the social media. It reaches the peak, and what is happening, everybody knows that. I will not go to discuss that. So keeping this in mind, completely away from the opposite sex, but their partner has been already booked. In the last class we have discussed, partner is already booked by the family members, okay, but they will be away from the opposite sex, other fellows of the opposite sex. As adolescents keep, and this is one very important, so that they will not going to lose their focus, they will not miss the focus direction, they don't waste the time. So this is quite helpful to concentrate on the study. Okay, so as adolescents keep a model or ideal to him. Now this is identity development, or that is a model identity. So this is one of the very crucial feature of adolescence. In adolescence, every boy or girl, he will keep somebody as a model. Okay, so unfortunately nowadays it is film stars. Okay, unfortunately nobody keeps Vivekananda as a model. Very few people. Okay, and nobody keep Abdul Kalam as a model. Nobody will keep Subhash Chandra Bose as a model, or some freedom fighter, or some educationalist as a model. Nobody keep Tata as a model, Ratan Tata as a model, or Ambani as a model. Everybody either sports or film star, mostly film star, which is of no use at all. Okay, so this is quite unfortunate. But in previous days, previously there are so many. Otherwise, a good teacher guidance, if that, then what happens is they will keep a good person, a known person as their model. Okay, maybe Ratan Tata or maybe some other who has done extraordinary job, like Abdul Kalam. So this is that period. In the adolescence period, they used to keep their model. But when they are in the ashrama type of teaching, usually they will keep their guru as their model. Okay, because he is the expert of the field, which they want. Okay, so they will keep, even we also, many of our students also, we keep our teachers as our model, isn't it? Okay, if you are liking one particular teacher, usually we will keep them as our model. This is quite obvious. Okay, so as adolescents keep a model or ideal to them in this period, guru itself is a ideal person to him or them. Okay, now what I mean to say is, guru in olden days is not today's teacher. Okay, guru in olden days, he is complete in every sense, his moral sense, okay, social sense, personal sense. So morally and personally also, he used to maintain that discipline. When he teaches in the class or in the ashrama about the discipline that you have to follow, a teacher should also maintain the discipline. A teacher should also maintain the discipline. Then only the students will be impressed. Therefore, I am telling, in the film field, in the film, actually what we are looking in the film is something different, and that actor in his real life, he is something different. Okay, that creates the confusion. Okay, in the film, he may be playing a very, very, what is a sensitive role and a very responsible role, ideal person, like that. Okay, fighting for the society and all. But in the real life, if you look into its personal life, it's very disgusting. So this creates confusion in adolescents. Okay, so now they may follow him. If they are the fan of him, followers of him, definitely they will going to miss the track. So therefore, I am telling, guru itself should be ideal in all sense, complete sense. Personally, he should follow it. Students will only regard those teachers who, in his social life, personal life, and private life, also maintains the discipline that he is teaching in the class. Okay, usually this is a human nature. Students like only such gurus. So in ashrama type of teaching, usually this is a fact. A guru is complete in all sense. Now, profession of the child has been decided early. Now we are discussing about Upanana Samskara. Usually what is done in Upanana Samskara is, after Upanana Samskara, the education begins, isn't it? So after Upanana Samskara, the child will be sent to the ashrama with the guru, and guru will start the professional education. Okay. Now, very important thing is, profession of the child is decided so early. Maybe I am talking about Brahmins. Brahmins means anybody who want to learn about the Vedas and all those things, religious aspects. So their profession is decided so early, at the age of 8 years. See, nowadays when profession is decided, in the present educational system, profession, suppose we are talking about BAMS, for 16 years or 10th standard, then 2 years for first and second PUC or 11th and 12th, 18. Almost from the 19th year, your profession is decided. Yes, I want to go with the BAMS. 19th year. Almost completion of your adolescence. Completion of your adolescence. After completion of such a potential period of learning, potential enthusiastic, aggressive, whatever say, experimental, curiosity filled period of adolescence has been completed, and then you select your profession. But in contrary to that, in the ashrama system, the profession was decided at the beginning of adolescence. At the beginning of the adolescence. This is a major difference. Once you lost all the enthusiasm in your life, then you decide your profession. Okay, keep on learning that. Anyway, so this is the beauty of ashrama system. Whatever it may be, a war skill or any other Vedic skills or business skills or any of 64 type of educational options which are available, 64 vidyas, and your profession is decided so early as 8 years. Okay, so then during this potential period of adolescence, he keep on learning that profession with the full dedication, and by the end of adolescence period, almost all he is an expert in that field. But nowadays, we are nothing when we complete our adolescence. Still, we are searching what to do. Then we are searching for the options, whether I have to go for the law, whether I have to go for the engineering, whether I have to go for this medical field or chartered accountant or teaching field. We are searching later onwards. So we have wasted our adolescence period in the present educational system. Okay, so with hard work, competence, devotion, and loyalty, he become master of the field when he completes his adolescence period. Major difference. No issues related to identity and role model, as a teenager already have identity in his favorite field. Now another thing is, when we keep the identity or model of any particular field, we will have a lot of confusion. Whom we have to keep the model? Whether as a sports person we have to keep him a model, whether a educationalist we have to keep him as a model. But here there is no such problem. Whoever is expert in his specialty, which he already selected as early as 8 year, he itself is his model. Okay, so old Indian method of education is very well handles this issue of adolescence complicit. In general or in total, if I want to say, the old Indian system of education, which is begin after Upanayana Samskara, so that will handle all the issues related to this adolescence period. Today we have discussed only about the education and selection of the profession and all, and very beautifully. But in the next class onwards, so we will discuss the usefulness of this Upanayana Samskara and Indian system of education, ashrama system of education, in handling other adolescence issues. So that we will going to deal in the next class. Thank you very much.